let's go, Slots! Let's go!
Our team is coming out. Logan Warrior on. Let's shoot 2-1.
Hey, let's go, baby!
Let's welcome your listener engineers. Captains are at midfield for the coin toss. Number 3 of Norwich, St. Children's. Number 20, Elizabeth Horacio. Number 44, Benjamin Hunter. Number 74, Caleb Pillager. For the Engineers, number 12, Jeff Avery. Number 21, Nick Schratz. And number 94, Anthony Phillips. Norwich won the toss. They will defer their choice to the second half. Engineers will receive. Norwich will defend the south end zone. Now we direct your attention to the north end zone. Let's meet the starting lineup for the Engineers of RPI. First up at defensive end, the senior captain from Lake Harrow, Pennsylvania, number 94, Anthony Pilla. At defensive tackle, the junior from the Bronx, number 99, Malik Joseph. At defensive tackle, a sophomore from Plainsboro, New Jersey, number 59, Diego Coutinho. At defensive end, a sophomore from Painted Post, New York, number 98, John Hartman. At linebacker for the Engineers, a senior from Tewksbury, Massachusetts, number 26, Brad Gahagan. At linebacker, a junior from Miller Place, New York, number 44, Alexander Greenwich. At linebacker, a senior from Hackettstown, New Jersey, number 40, Mark Grimes. At cornerback, a senior from Port Jefferson, New York, number 31, Philip Blair III. At safety, a sophomore from Boston, Massachusetts, number 48, Brian Hayes. At strong safety, a junior from Clifton Park, New York, number 25, Ryan Buss. And at cornerback, a senior from Southampton, New York, number 24, Teague Florio. The rest of the Engineers and their third-year head coach, Ralph Lysonia. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise as we honor America. The RPI Pep Band will play our national anthem. Kicking off for Norwich, number 1,
We're
West
taking it
Imperials.
with a grain of salt as usual. It'll be RPI going left to right, Norwich right to left across your radio dial in this first quarter. The Norwich heading towards the open end
Number
of the stadium
85.
in a pretty much northerly
Rogan
direction. RPI
Vidal.
heading towards the gymnasium or the arena or what do they call it?
Number 18, Johnny Ramsey.
This is the stadium. What do they call that?
The whole building is just the
Well, this is the ECAV stadium. That's the ECAV. If you play basketball, let's go to the gym. Gym. All right. Well, I guess gymnasium is it. All right, I guess so. Medeo kicks the ball away, and RPI gets it at the 6-yard line. 10, 15, to the 20, 25. A couple of moves around, and right around down the 30-yard line.
Ramsdale on the return to the 30-yard line. Engineers will take over 1st and 10.
Yeah,
A
that was
24-yard return
19.
by Johnny Ramsdale.
Oh. So that wasn't Adley on the return?
Tackle was by number 44, Benjamin.
Might have been Ramsdale.
I could have sworn that was a 9. Okay, well, first
I think you're right, but I don't see any.
I don't see a 19 available. RPI on first down. That's a handoff from Avery, the quarterback starting out there for RPI, and it gets about 2 yards.
It's Nick
Flags
Schlatt.
on the carry for RPI.
Number 33, Marcel.
Last one of the
It's a gain of 3.
right captains this
Second
year,
down and 7.
along with Mark Grimes and Anthony Pella from the defensive side.
Call that a gain of 3 for RPI. Second down and 7 at their own 33. Just underway here. No score in the first quarter. 3 wideouts for RPI. 1 left, 2 right. Slots in the backfield, looks like, next to Avery. Avery takes snap. Looks to his right. Pass. That is complete to the 31-yard line. And down a lane, it looks like he's down at 37, 38.
Late another one out of the backfield. There's probably
Gain
4
of 5. 32.
people in the backfield, depth 4 or 5.
By 44, Hummer.
Slot stays in the backfield for RPI. 2 slot backs, 2 wideouts. Avery out of the shotgun. 3rd down and 2. RPI at their own 38. Avery's waiting. Play clock down to 10 seconds. Offense moves around a little bit. 5 seconds on the play clock. Avery finally takes the snap. That's a handoff on 3rd down. Flash to get enough off the right side of the line to draw the 40, get through the control mode, and that's 1st down for the Engineers.
Nice job on the right side of that offensive line.
There by number 33.
They look very good on that play. Big hole.
1st and 10 for the Engineers at their own 48-yard line.
Put it at 43. 1st and 10 Engineers. No score. 13-15 to go here. First quarter. Avery looking over to the sidelines. 1 slot back on the right. 2 wideouts left, 1 right. Play clock's down to 5. This race game going to go pretty quickly. Avery's going to throw on 1st down. That is complete, and Lane has it. That'll be 1st down. He's in Norwich territory at 45. He's tackled there.
Nice route over the middle.
He's tackled by
Second catch for
23,
Lane
Austin
today.
Roberts. Gain is to the Norwich 45. 1st and 10, Rensselaer.
First 10 RPI, Norwich 45, no score, 12:45 to go, first quarter. RPI going back to the 2 slot backs, 2 wideouts, and slots in the backfield along with Avery. That formation. Taking plenty of time between plays. First down. Motion in the backfield. Avery takes himself, slides down after a gain of 2 to the 43.
Stopped by 44.
That's by number 44 for Norwich.
2 on the play, 2nd down and 8.
It's Benjamin Hummer. He's one of the captains. He's a linebacker from Annapolis, Maryland.
It's a handoff flat on 2nd down and about 8. He makes it to the 40, running to the right, and it'll be 3rd and 5 Engineers.
Tackled by 93.
RPI offense, Ken Berryhill, Saran Stewart, Steve Mills, Seth Ball, Scott Davis for the line up front. Slot backs, Austin Avery, Matt Lane, wide receivers, Logan Goddard, Pat Hogan, and tight end is Nick, tailback is Nick Schlatt, and the quarterback is Jeff Avery. Third down and 5, RPI at the Norwich 45. Avery, 3 steps, drop back, throws, next, complete to the 10, to the 5, and out of bounds. Didn't make it in, out of bounds at the 1, 4-7 to Giovanni.
Giovanni with a nice route. Beat his man, got behind him and almost got 6.
Giovanni from Jeff Avery.
So RPI, first and
39-yard
goal.
pass. Tackled by
And
number
the
18,
1.
Dallas Landry. First
Avery's
and
under
1
center. And he's going to hand up slash, rolls left, and it's in. Yes, touchdown. RPI leads 6-0.
Nice series by the engineer. They went all over the field. That opening kickoff and moved the ball right down. You're right though, Kurt. I noticed they waited a long time to snap the ball so far today. I think you're going to see them doing different things on kick returns, on offense, trying to mix things up a little more this year.
Tap on for the kick. The Q will be the holder. Snap, spot, the kick is up, and the kick is good. We got 11:27 to go here. First quarter, RPI 70, Norwich 9.
Nice start for Christian Cap.
Norwich
Gets his
0.
first extra
A
point
1-yard touchdown run
his
by
career in
number
RPI.
21, Nick Schlatt.
in an official game. And when I said earlier, we were talking about Frank's name being in the roster, I said, we wish, no offense to Cap, we wish him the best. We think he's going to do a very good job this year, but we also think Cap will have good fortune this year. Even if he doesn't make the team, which he's got a very good chance to do, he's definitely
Number 4
going to be on
cap to kick off for the Engineers.
I guess they call it the Texans.
Back deep for Norwich.
The practice squad, I think it is.
Number 3, Chavis. 81, Tristan Collier. Chavis on a return to the 40-yard line. Tackled by number 23, Sean Egan. First and 10, Norwich at their own 42-yard line, a 36-yard kickoff return. Number 3, Sam Chase on the carry. Tackled by number 40, Mark Graves, and Bryant's at 48, Brian Hayes. It's a gain of 7, second down and 3.
Second down and 3. Fakes the handoff, throws, that's in the flat to the right.
3 yards pass is complete to number 16, Pierre Noel. Tackled by number 48, Brian Hayes. Short of the first down, third and less than a yard. Fumble recovered in the backfield by number 8, the quarterback, 3 Hart. Loss is back to the 39-yard line, 4th and 11. In the punt, number 1, Medeiros. Back deep for the Engineers, 85, Logan Dudar.
He was the best track guy at his event in the Liberty League last year.
Bell kicks the ball away, bounces at the 30, takes a little bit of a Norwich bounce, and it'll be stopped right around the
32-yard punt is down at the Rensselaer 30-yard line. RPI first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Not too bad.
Number 25, Austin Avery on the carry. Flag on the play. Avery gains to the 35-yard line.
Getting up slowly.
Yeah, I got it.
Holding, 53 for the offense.
Is the other linebacker for Norwich.
Holding penalty against the Engineers.
I can't.
Moves the ball back
Okay, we're going.
to the 23-yard line. First and 17.
Steve Mills is the guy that got up from Liquid, and that's not a good sign. He hasn't been since his freshman year, and he never missed a game.
First and 17 for RPI back at the 23 after that penalty.
Walk away.
Avery's pass is complete to number 85, Logan Gadar.
Gadar ran a nice route, but the ball was thrown.
Gain of
low.
9.
Got down there before they ran.
Second and 8.
RPI mixing things up on offense so far. Throws, different options in the room.
Second and 8 RPI, and what
Avery is sacked by number 93, Akbar. Loss is back to the 27-yard line. Third down and 13. Avery's pass is complete to number 45, Austin Avery. Gain is to the 39-yard line. Tackled by 23, Austin Roberts. It's 4th and 1. On the carry. Flats with a first down carry, first and 10. RPI at their own 40-yard line. Flats on the carry. Tackled by 37, Tyler Bates.
And number 37. Still trying to learn the defense here for Norwich.
We're going to go with Athorpe because that's what Al Shibley, the PA announcer, is saying. We had confusion over that name before. Schlatt was on the carry there on first down. He gets about half the yard. Officially, they're going to call it 1, so it's 2nd down and 9. Engineers at their own 41. RPI up 7-0 here, first quarter.
Yeah, that's Jake Athorpe.
Avery out of the shotgun, looking, throws wide open and complete at the 40, 35, 30 into Norwich territory is Amory, who was wide open along the sidelines. And RPI moving the ball well in the air today.
Well, you can see that not only does RPI have depth at wideout, but they got depth coming out of that slot back position, coming out of the backfield between Lane and Amory. I like to see their yardage so far. I bet it's pretty good.
1st and 10, Engineers at the Norwich 27, about to say 22, it's a 27. 7-0, Engineers lead. 2 wideouts on the left. Handoff goes to Slash, finds a hole up the middle, and he's got another first down. They finally bring him down to 16.
Slash looked very good on that play. Right up the middle, and just banged his way through. Number 23 for Norwich.
Austin Roberts.
Roberts was the man. Brought him down.
1st and 10, Engineers at the Norwich 16-yard line. 7-0, RPI on top. Schlatt's again with the carry. This time not as successful. Gets it to the 13. Somebody caught him by the ankles right as he made it through the line. You know, let's credit Latito, Derek Latito on the tackle there.
Gain of 3 on the play, 2nd down and 7.
Engineers with, call it 4 wideouts this time. Looks like Tavinis is in the backfield. He moves up next to Jeff Avery. Avery out of the shotgun, looks to throw, under pressure, puts the ball up in the air, and it goes to nobody along the sidelines. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd down.
You saw the coverage, threw it away.
At the Norwich 13.
He also felt the pressure.
Yes.
That was the other side of that.
Beautiful day, boy. Just a terrific day here at the RPI campus.
3rd down and 7, RPI. They're going to move everybody together. Nobody's really too far away from the line at this point. Snap. Avery tries to move up ahead. Doesn't have any room. Now looks to throw. Puts the ball up in the air. Knocked away by Latito.
Almost,
right around the 5-yard line. Almost got it.
Almost intercepted.
Knocked down by 17, Derek Latito.
It looks like the first field goal attempt coming out for Cap.
For the Engineers. And before Christian Cap will attempt the point after, 15 Casey McHugh will hold.
McHugh will be the holder. This is a 30-yard attempt from the right hash mark.
Casey's a senior, the holder.
So Cap has to ease this one in a little bit. The hash marks are wider than the uprights here in the college game. The snap, the spot, the kick is up, and the kick is no good. Missed it left. Moved it too much to the left, missed it. RPI turns it over on the missed field goal. 4:43 to go here. 1st quarter, 7-0, RPI leads.
Well, I guess the good news is they, once again, the offense moved the ball down the field pretty good. They got stalled and then ended up missing the field goal, but they look pretty good on offense overall.
Hart brings his team out. Ball by rule goes to the 20-yard line. The yard marker guys have to move this ahead. Offense for Norwich. Bree Hart is the quarterback. The running back, Sam Chahavis. Wide receivers are Tristan Coleri, Pierre Noel, and Matt Mulcahy. The tight end is Tyler Simmons. The line is Mark Fills, Amy, Peter Kinahan, Curtis Leonard, Louis LeBoy, and Kyle Pownell. Carry on 1st down by Chahavis is to the 23. He had to dance around a little bit. Makes it out to about the 23.5-yard line.
Jake Florio, first guy there for the Engineers. Teague's the D-back, senior D-back from Southampton, New York.
2nd and officially 7. Hart out of the shotgun, throws into a crowd, and it's tipped and falls incomplete. It went off the hands of Noel, the intended receiver. He had 2 guys right next to him and 2 more behind him, and they're really lucky that didn't get picked off.
Yes, that was nice coverage by the Engineers.
3rd down and 7.
I believe that was Greenwich, the middle linebacker. Was the first guy there to that ball.
Hart rolls to his right on third down, throws, and that's incomplete. The receiver got hit right as the ball arrived. That was Noel again, the intended receiver. So that's incomplete, and it looks like Norwich is sending out the punt team again.
I believe that was Hayes on the hit. Again, we have a defensive backfield that has a lot of experience.
85 moving the guard back for the Engineers.
I believe Phil Lanier led the league in interceptions last year.
Opelt on to kick, puts the ball up there. Gadar has to backtrack, takes it at his 30, gets hit on the leg, gets away from that 35 to the 40, and slides down at the 43.
Taken down by number 52, Micah Bossler. Mike Bossler is a linebacker from Stratford, Connecticut.
RPI first and 10 at their own 42.
So with 3:55 left to go here in quarter number 1, RPI leading 7-0. Engineers take over at their own 42. Center is pointing out things to the rest of his line. Out of the shotgun on first down. This is a carry straight ahead. Tavinis takes it to the 50. Gain of 8.
Tackled by 93. Authority. Gain of 8. Second down and 2 at midfield.
Okay, did Al just say Athorpe?
Let's see. I said at Thorpe.
We'll straighten this out at some point. Second down and 2 at the 50-yard line. And Avery fakes the handoff, takes it himself, gets away from one man. He's got a first down along the 40. Sidelines out, steps out around the 30. First down for the Engineers in Norwich territory.
He's forced out by number 28, Tyler Opel for Norwich. He's a junior, local guy from Shaker High School, Latham, New York. They're going to bring it back.
Yeah, there's a flag on the play around the 35-yard line.
Put your glasses on!
Big one.
Number 6 on the offense. 10-yard penalty. First down.
Oh, it's a 10, I believe.
It's a 10. They had the first down yardage, and then you take the 10 away, and they're still beyond the marker, so it's a first down for RPI. It'll be back at the 45, though, on this first down. 3:11 to go here. First quarter, 7-0. RPI leads over Norwich. Avery looks over to the sidelines. Tavinis is in the backfield. Hands it off to one of the slot backs. That is Costello taking the carry. He runs off the left side of the line and is stopped at the Norwich 42.
Costello is another slot back.
Tackled by 93.
He's a junior, 5'10", from Winchester, Mass.
Second down and 7.
No, Al just said Athorpe, so we're going with Athorpe the rest of the way.
Athorpe?
Athorpe.
Don't they have a pronunciation chart?
Al and I were going over it before the game, and we're unsure of some of the pronunciations. On second down, Tavinis gets the carry, goes to the right, escapes the guy trying to drag him by the jersey, gets to the 20-yard line, gets pushed forward a little bit more, finally stopped at the 18.
Wow, nice run by Tavinis. He was all over the place. He's finally brought down by number 98, David Heinzen.
Finney grabbed his jersey just after he crossed the line of scrimmage, but couldn't hold on. And that allowed Tavinis to get downfield farther for a first down for RPI at the 18 of Norwich. 1:54 to go here. First quarter, 7-0. RPI leads, threatening. They're in the red zone. And we get a whistle. Looks like a timeout by Norwich.
Well, we want to remind you during this timeout that you're listening to WRPI 91.5 Troy.
Timeout, Norwich.
As Kurt said, next week, Engineers travel to Hartford. I mean, to Alfred. Alfred.
Did you say Hartford?
I said Hartford.
Oh, Hartford. You know what? Hartford would be better than Alfred. It's a lot closer.
I know. And then one of our former coaches brings his MIT team to RPI. I think overall the Engineers, for a first game, have looked pretty good on offense. It's their execution. They've had a few penalties, but one was a holding. What was the 10-yarder?
I think that was a holding.
Also?
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple of holding penalties.
No, there was the block in the back was the 15 on the previous drive. I think, or is it this drive? No, it was this drive. I don't remember. Little rusty starting out the season.
Yeah, with the penalties, but
I meant us.
I think I do too. Oh yeah, for sure.
Avery out of the shotgun on 1st and 10 for the Engineers. This handoff only gets about 2-3 yards. You know, I'm saying that. Tavinis with the carry. I'm saying 2-3 yards, but the offensive line is winning this battle for RPI right now.
Yes, they are.
Because Tavinis didn't get much beyond the line. He maybe got half a yard beyond the line. The offensive line is pushing enough so that RPI is going to get a couple of yards every carry, pretty much. Kind of an average crowd here in Troy.
And you got to help me on this one. Number 90 for Norwich.
Saluku is what we came up with.
Saluku. What's his first name?
We're not going there. Fake to Tavinis on the handoff. Throw over the middle of the lane. Nope, that's not Lane. That is Esposito. Esposito grabs it. He's tackled at the 5, and it'll be 1st and goal RPI.
You see, Nick Esposito is the sophomore, another slot back. I'll tell you after this play something Coach told me yesterday.
1 minute to go here in the first quarter. 7-0 RPI leads. 1st and goal from the 5. Single wideouts each side, slot backs each side. I think that's Esposito next to Avery in the backfield. Avery takes the snap in the shotgun, throws intended receiver on the far side. It was too far away as he was going towards the sidelines. Actually, if they had connected, it would have been a pretty good play because it was single coverage over there.
Yeah, it was overthrown.
Martin's on the coverage for Norwich. Hogan was the intended receiver for RPI. He is still the wideout to the left for the Engineers on 2nd and goal from the 5. Avery out of the shotgun with 2 slot backs. Costello drops into the backfield. He takes the pitch. Costello, he's got room to the left. He'll turn the corner, and Costello's in for the touchdown. Engineers lead 13-0.
Nice job by the offensive line. Costello showed some real speed. Just ran away from it. Anybody trying to get him. Engineers up 13-0. And number 20, Costello John, is a junior running back from, as I said, Winchester, Mass. What I was going to tell you is Coach is going to play about 20-plus people on both sides of the ball today. That was his intention. I think he's already done it on offense.
The offense has been on the field a lot more than the defense in this first quarter. I mean, the time of possession, by the time it gets done, the time of possession is going to be about, 3 minutes for Norwich and 12 for RPI.
I believe so. And they're mixing their pass and runs very much.
Snap spot, kick up for the extra point. Caps kick is good. 14-0 RPI leads with 34.5 seconds left in the first quarter.
Interesting season in terms of where we're playing. Every other week is home and away.
It was like that last year.
Yeah.
There is a bye week in there as we talk about the schedule. There's a bye week later on, so it's not literally every other week. But every other game is home and away.
Grab your favorite flavor.
And you have the Union game, which is not that far away. So 6 of the 10 will be local for RPI this year. Looking to make the postseason, where they have not played at home in the postseason since 2007?
Probably right.
The NCAA game in 2007.
It's been a while.
Cap will kick off. Back due to receive.
Cap out there to kick off. Norwich looking to get the ball for the 3rd time today. Their offense is punted twice. Total yards very low. They have really not done anything. And for Norwich, not so much a score right now. They need to stay out there on offense because the defense has been out there a long time in this first quarter.
With multiple people being used on offense, so it's a wear down thing.
It's a wear down right now. And Norwich has, looks like a 45-man roster here, so it's not the 60 to 80 that you would have at home. Chavez takes that to 15-yard line, fights his way to the 25. He went right up the middle as he cut through and found everybody there at that point. So the 24 is where they'll call it for Norwich to start out this drive.
Number 23 for the Engineers, Sean Egan, sophomore D-back on that play, got the tackle on that play.
RPI's defense, Anthony Pilla, Malik Joseph, Diego Catino, and John Hartman are the lineup front. The linebackers are Brad Gahagan, Alexander Greenidge, and Mark Grimes. Hart out of the shotgun on first down. This is a handoff and nothing much. About 2-3 yards, really. Quincy Williams on the carry as they put a new back in there. Do the Norwich Cadets?
I think Joseph was the first guy there on the tackle. And he's a bull. He's strong as you know what.
Phil Lanieri and Teague Floyer with cornerbacks. The safeties are Brian Hayes and Ryan Buss. And that'll do it for quarter number 1 here in Troy. 14-0, RPI leads after 15 minutes.
Very good first quarter for the Engineers, minus 3 penalties. But good job on offense, both running and passing the ball.
RPI Football would like to thank
a lot of diversification, and a lot of different people playing on offense. So it's a good start for sure. And we're looking forward to a good year this year, and I believe it's going to happen, but we'll see. Again, we remind you once again that you're listening to WRPI 91.5 Troy.
Dunkin' Donuts, Yankee Trails.
Some administrative trivia or stuff while we wait for the second quarter to start. Mark Murniak is the head coach for the Norwich Cadets. Ralph Izerni, of course, the head coach for the RPI Engineers. Both teams coming in 0-0. First game of the season for both of them. And Steve Levin is the referee for today's game. We've heard him announcing a couple of penalties already so far, so that's his name. It'll be Norwich left to right, RPI right to left across your radio dial in quarter number 2, as Norwich has 2nd down and 8 officially as the ball is at their own 26. Hart out of the shotgun, keeps it himself, and that play just looked ugly. I mean, he was faking a handoff to Williams, and they looked confused, and then Hart ended up with the ball and got nothing.
Yeah, they had a number of people in on the tackle for the Engineers. Number 25, Brian Buss, one of the D-backs, was there. That's one of the first 2 or 3 guys there. Buss once again from Shenendehowa.
3rd down and 7. Hart out of the shotgun, looks to throw, and he will not as he is sacked back at the 18-yard line. Let's, first of all, Greenidge is celebrating the most, so we're going to give him at least part of that sack.
Yeah. Greenidge is a big, tough middle linebacker. I believe Pilla was in there too.
Opelt getting ready to punt for Norwich.
We got a timeout here.
Yeah, I don't know why. Nope, timeout called by RPI. So it officially goes into the books as an RPI timeout, their first of this first half. 14-0, RPI leads Norwich with 13:51 to go in the half. RPI looking to get pretty good field position here. Opelt, the punter, averaging 37.5 yards per punt, which would, it's about 40. He'd be just on the RPI side of the 50 if he does that again. And Godard gets a decent run back. He should be able to get to the Norwich side of the field. So RPI looking to get some pretty good field position. But really, this game right now is playing into time of possession. 11:48 for RPI, 3:12 for Norwich in the first quarter. You're not going to come back in a game if you have another quarter like that because your defense is getting worn down. They're getting worn down out there for Norwich, and the offense is not staying out there long enough to give them enough rest.
They may be coming on this one.
A little bit of a rush. Godard will take the ball at the 46, escapes one man, hits his own guy. Godard, now he's not going to make it back to the 50. He stopped at the 47. That was just a mistake when he collided with his own man.
Actually avoided somebody, but then tried to go back the other way, ended up about the same place on the field.
Yeah, Florio was the person who was back there, and he's the one he ran into. Just an oops. So the ball's at the 47-yard line for RPI, 1st and 10 on their own side of the field.
Well, we got a little time here. I just want to mention and welcome our new athletic director at Rensselaer, Dr. Lee McElroy, joined us on an interim basis and decided, along with the president, that he wanted to stay, and we're glad he's here. He's been a great help to us already.
1st and 10 Engineers at their own 47. 14-0, they lead here in the second quarter. And Schlatt is back in there as the running back position, and he makes it to the 48 of Norwich.
Again, like you said before, Kurt, that offensive line is getting off the ball very well, and Schlatt hits the hole very well, so when you get a combination of things like that.
Gain of 5, 2nd down and 5.
Casey McHugh's in there as one of the wideouts.
Lindell on the tackle. He was not on the 2 deep. He's number 39 for Norwich. He was in on the tackle there. 2nd and 5 RPI. Fake the handoff, throw in the flat, incomplete. That was right in McHugh's hands, and he dropped it, and you can tell when he came up, it's all on him.
Casey McHugh. 3rd down and 5.
Incomplete, 3rd down and 5 RPI. Flats in the backfield, 2 wideouts left, 1 right for RPI. Actually 3. Call it 3 to the left. Nobody's really in the slot at this point. So it's a 4 wideout formation for the Engineers. Jeff Avery out of the shotgun. Takes a snap, looks, throws. That's complete to the 40. That'll be a 1st down. RPI is going to move the chains.
Avery's thrown the ball very well today. That one overthrow in the end zone, but that was all, and that was a tough throw anyway.
Giaccone on the reception goes out of bounds, so it's at the 37 of Norwich, 1st and 10 RPI, 14-0 they lead, 12:45 to go here, first quarter. Avery, play action, looking downfield, gets away from some pressure, now it gets sacked back at the 40-yard line. And that was Athorpe, who originally came at him. Avery got away, then Athorpe got him again.
Loss of 3. 2nd down and 13 at the 40-yard line.
So only a 3-yard loss for the Engineers. 2nd and 13 at the Norwich 40.
He almost got away, and if he did, he had a lot of space over there.
Slot backs each side, wide out to each side. Man goes in motion, and it's a handoff that's Schlatt straight ahead. Gets the 3 back, and another one after that to set up a 3rd and 9.
And he was taken down by number 20, Eleazar Rossio.
Matt Woods. It's gain of 4, 3rd down and 9.
3rd and 9. Four wideout formation again for RPI. Schlatt is actually a little bit forward and to the left of Avery, not behind him. There's the snap. Avery rolls to the left, looking downfield. Still looking, puts the ball up, caught, and he's inbounds when he caught it. And they're going to say yes. Is that Fleming?
By number 85, Logan Goddard.
No, Goddard. It's Goddard 85.
85.
Goddard 85 on the reception at the 21. He just got a foot down before he went out of bounds. It's complete. And the Engineers have another first down. So 11:15 to go here. First half, 14-0. RPI leads. Trying to make their way into the red zone again. Time of possession so heavily on RPI's favor right now.
Giacone's on the left side now.
Avery under center, takes a snap, pitch back. Schlatt with the carry, puts the ball down at the 9. That's another first down as he just spills over the Norwich defense, and it'll be first and goal, Engineers.
Number 29, Donovan Murby on the tackle for Norwich.
First and goal for the Engineers.
First and goal for the Engineers, up 14-0 here with 10:50 to go in the first half.
You're right, Kurt. As I said earlier, the intent was to try to wear the defense down, and it's working so far.
Schlatt's on the carry, and he stopped at the 6. I thought he almost lost the ball there. It's actually loose on the ground afterwards, but I thought for a moment he had lost it as he was in the pile. He doesn't, and he stopped at the 6-yard line for a second and goal from the 6.
Number 71, Timothy Harrington, and number 98, Connor Van Cleek on the stop for Norwich.
6-yard line.
Ball's at the 6. Norwich trying to set their defense up. Looks like there's a little bit of confusion back there. Avery's out of the shotgun. Slot man on the left goes in motion. Avery, the handoff, and that won't get them much, maybe a yard.
Tackled by 98.
Schlatt's on the carry to the 5. Third and goal.
At 71.
Heinsohn on the tackle for Norwich, number 98.
Actually, they might be back at the 6 again. Got to think it's 4 downs at this point.
Yeah, this has been the second time they've been in a position like this. The first time they missed a field goal.
Third and goal from the 6. Again, slot back goes in motion to the right. Avery looking right, puts the ball up in the flat, wide open, touchdown!
Pat Hogan.
Hogan was wide open in the flat, nobody near him for Norwich, and the Engineers lead 20-0. I mean, we're looking at the replay right now, and there's just nobody there. No, it's not Hogan, it's Ramsdale. Ramsdale on the reception, pardon me.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that was 18, Ramsdale.
Well, this guy just said Hogan.
Yeah, well, I thought so too. The 8 and the 0 look a lot like each other, but looking on the replay on the TV, that was definitely Ramsdale. Snap spot kick is up, and Caps kick is good. 9:19 to go here, first half. 21-0, RPI leads.
Well, RPI offense has shown us a lot so far, especially for a first game. And they've done it with a lot of players at a lot of positions. Other than quarterback, there have been changes at just about everything except center. And very effective. 3 penalties in the first quarter, but I think that's kind of to be expected in the first game, but you don't like to see them, but it happens. And you got to remember, this is a team that they're playing that has gone to, not just last year, but 2 years in a row to a postseason game. So it's, historically, it's been a pretty good team, and up until the last 2 years, they beat us 7 times.
Well, it's perhaps a team that is slow to get going. I remember 2 years ago here, RPI is getting ready to kick off right now. I'll get to this in a moment. Caps about ready to boot it away. Ball is up. Not a long kick, a lot of hang time. 14-yard line, it's taken to the 20. A lot of dancing around, not a lot of yards though, as Hilaire is going to be stopped at around the 22. 2 years ago, if you remember, they had lost their quarterback. I mean, well, not lost, he graduated. He wasn't injured or anything, but they had a really good quarterback, and so they came in here to RPI, their first game, new offense, had trouble getting going.
I do remember that.
And this year again, they've got a freshman quarterback. So there's a lot, there's a lot of things to sort out in a first game. And right now, Norwich's biggest problem in this game, as they're going 1st and 10 from their own 22, is that the offense is not gaining any yards.
It's not because of.
Straight up the middle, Chavez on 1st down makes it to the 25 before the defense swarms him down.
I was just going to say, it's not because of Chavez, because he's a pretty good, hard-running young man. He's not big. 5'6", 170. But he's a bull.
I mean, Norwich had 0 first downs in the first quarter. 0. Williams on 2nd down takes the carry, and he makes it out to the 27. It's going to set up about a 3rd and 5 for Norwich. And 3rd down conversions 0 for 2 in the first quarter because they only had 2 possessions that ended in the first quarter.
Pilla was in on that tackle. After this play, I'll give you some stats in that first quarter.
So they're simply not moving the ball right now, and that's just a recipe for a loss. The offense has got to find a way to get that ball moving. And this is going to be Hart on the carry, and I think he's got a 1st down. Yeah.
Yes, he does.
Yes, he does. That was a keeper, faked the handoff, kept it himself, makes it to the 33, and Norwich gets a 1st down.
Tackled by Anthony Pilla and number 40, Mark Grimes.
2 guys in on the tackle for the Engineers. Pilla. And I believe Ryan.
1st and 10 Norwich at the 33. 8 to go here in the first half. 21-0 RPI leads.
Let's say, not Ryan. Brian Hayes.
Hart out of the shotgun. Hands off on 1st down, and they're only going to get 2 yards out of that.
They're running that middle. And
not a lot of holes there.
No, there's not. Number 79 for the Engineers.
That was Chavez on the carry.
He's somebody. Matt Pelican, he's a freshman. D-line person was in there on that tackle. So he is mixing them up on both sides.
3 wideouts, 2 in the backfield for Norwich. And they'll switch up in the backfield. Lost the ball. It's a fumble, and RPI's got it at the 38 of Norwich.
Yes, they do. A nice hit there.
That was Mulcahy on the carry, and he lost the ball on the hit. It looks like the helmet went right into the ball. As the tackle was being attempted, the helmet hit the ball. Ball comes loose, and RPI has it at the Norwich 38.
Brian Hayes is the one that did that. I told you, he's the guy that's so fast. And he's getting to be a big, his work with the weights in the past year has been incredible. Looks great.
7:07 to go here, first half. RPI starts out on the Norwich side of the field for the first time today at the 38 of the Cadets. Avery, pump fake, runs to the right, and he's going to get some yards out of this. He'll run out of bounds to 34, and he got clipped a little bit after he was out of bounds.
I was just going to say, a little bit of a late hit there. The last thing we want is to get Avery hurt after last year. Unfortunately, he missed a lot of the season because of an injury. And he looks so much more confident this year. Not that he was bad when he was in there last year, but he really looks like a seasoned veteran so far today.
2nd and 6 for RPI at the 34 of Norwich. Engineers up 21-0 here first half. Avery. Tavinis takes the carry. Looks like somebody just managed to spin him around by the shoulder, and he loses his balance at the 30. Gets a couple of yards, though, and it'll be 3rd and 2.
Yeah, it was number 71, Timothy Harrington, on the tackle for Norwich.
3rd and 2.
Once again, we'll remind you, you're listening to Rensselaer Football, WRPI 91.5 Troy.
3rd down and 2. Avery, handoff to Tavinis, gets away from one man. He's got a 1st down. 25, still on his feet, pushed down at the 20.
Twice on the carry.
Took 4 guys to get him down, but
Tackled by
number 4 was the primary, I think.
13.
And that is Joshua Johnson, a freshman D-back
Plus to 10 RPI
for Norwich.
Norwich, 20-yard line.
RPI has scored on 3 of the previous 4 possessions. That's why they have 21 points. They also have a missed field goal in there. And all these possessions have taken a lot of time. There have been no big strikes for RPI. A lot of ground game. Tavinis, they fake the handoff to Tavinis. Pass complete to the 5-yard line. That's Hogan that time. He's got it, and it's RPI first and goal at the 5.
A nice route and a beautiful throw by Avery. Look at this. Perfect timing. Oh, just a little bit behind Hogan, but
15-yard
he got it.
For the Engineers. First and goal at the Norwich 5-yard line.
RPI looking to make this a 4-score game. First and goal at the 5.
Get both Tavinis and Lane back there.
They'll send Lane in motion. Lane takes the carry. The defense followed him pretty well on the other side of the line, and they don't let him move forward. He stopped at the 5. That was a good read by the D.
Yeah, it was.
By number 33. So Michael Finney.
We have a TV in the booth, and it is great to have here. Especially when these new style jerseys with the numbers not always jumping out like they used to.
These are not the jersey numbers. The helmet numbers are useless. The jersey numbers are okay.
Yeah,
they're not great.
okay.
Avery on second down. This is a pitch. A lot of room on the left, and that's going to be a touchdown. The Engineers lead 27-0. Amory took the pitch behind, ran it in.
What a execution on that play by Avery and Amory. Just a beautiful pitch. Here it goes, right here. Yes, I'm looking at the replay. Just a beautiful execution. Oh boy, that pitch was just perfect. Picture perfect. RPI 27, Norwich nothing. 4:39 to go in the first half.
Cap puts it through to make it 28-0.
Cap is 4 for 4 after extra points and missed the first field goal. His kickoffs haven't been bad. One was a 5, one was a 10, but none of them through the end zone so far. And the only one that really made a big difference was the first one where Chavez, or whatever we're calling him,
Chavez.
He had a pretty good return in that first one.
Norwich will get the ball back again, fumbled on their last possession, down by 4 scores. Reminder, during halftime, Bob spoke to Ralph Izernia, the head coach from RPI, yesterday. We've got about 16 minutes of conversation coming to you for halftime, so that's coming up.
He's an interesting guy. I think you'll like him, folks.
He's a talker.
Yeah, he is. He really is. And you and I both know, Kurt, over the years there's been talkers and non-talkers.
Some people aren't talkers.
I'm not mentioning any names.
We're not pointing any fingers at anybody. That's just the way people are.
And that's not just in football. That's in hockey as well.
There's no shame in that.
Nope. Different styles, that's all.
Cap boots it away, goes into the end zone, and they're going to run the... They'll blow the whistle. They'll say it's dead in the end zone.
But that was in the end zone.
It was in the end zone. Chavez grabbed it in the end zone, started to run out, and the referee blew the whistle. I'm not exactly sure why, because he could do that. But I thought Chavez was going to take a knee.
So did I.
I thought he was. He didn't, but I believe the referee thought he was, and therefore blew the whistle.
Okay.
I mean,
well, once again,
ball's at the 25.
Our new kicker, not a bad start at all. 5, 10, and end zone on 3 kickoffs.
It's like Canada. Ball goes to the 25.
Nice hit.
Passing the flat on first down gets nothing as RPI actually loses a yard as RPI gets over there and smothers that. And that is
it's coming this way. I think it's probably,
Noel.
Yeah, I'm talking about the. I think it's Brian again. Hey, Hayes, let's
Loss
see.
of 1 on the play.
No, that's not Hayes. That's Lanieri, and he came from the other side of the field.
2nd and 11 for Norwich. Another rush. Williams with the ball this time. His forward progress will get him to the 26. And Norwich is looking at 3rd and long again. It's been part of their story here today.
Tackled by Hayes.
We're talking about Norwich offense isn't getting anywhere. The RPI defense is playing very, very well. And that's also part of the equation here. Let's not take anything away from them.
Hayes once again on the tackle.
Time to remind you, this is WRPI Troy with Engineer Football from the East Campus Stadium in Troy, New York. Kurt Sup, Bob Conway on the call for you. 3:25 to go here. First half, 28-0, RPI leads. 3rd down and 9. Hart looks to throw over the middle, and nope, that was not caught. Not caught. Intended for Wood, and he was going down around the 50, and his back was to us. Couldn't see where the ball was at first, but then it came loose. So it's incomplete at the 50-yard line.
Not badly thrown, though.
No. Unfortunately, if you're in Norwich's position, that's, you go to the sideline, you're thinking you really needed that reception, but
Yes,
you need it because of everything that's happened so far in this game.
Gadar back to receive the punt, which we assume is going to happen.
Opelt back to punt again. He's seen a lot of action today, and it's never good when your punter sees a lot of action. Boots it high. Gadar signals for a catch, and he'll take it right at the 44.
30-yard punt, no return.
Looked up in the 45. He was at the 44 when he got it. 3:09 to go here, first half, 28-0, RPI leads.
RPI takes over.
It's been a good day so far for the Engineers. Never been up to ECAP Stadium. You should really get over here and look at this place. It's beautiful, especially on a nice day like today.
Well, I think that's part of this is weird. You talk about Division III football. You want the weather to be good, but not too good.
Yeah, right.
If it's too good, people aren't going to go out to a football game. They're going to find something else to do. If it's horrible, they're going to say, I don't want to sit in the stands for a football game. So you kind of want that 50s and sunny, where you don't want to do anything else. On first down for the Engineers, Avery puts the ball up in the air and a little bit too far. Just a little bit too far.
He was throwing for
Giacconi.
Yeah.
Around the 15-yard line, the ball came down. Giacconi, they were off by about a step and a half. If he had caught it, it was a touchdown.
I mean, the wideouts are Gadar, Giacconi, Hogan, and on and on and on. There's just a lot of depth at a lot of different positions. I forget, I think Coach mentions it in the interview, but he talks about the law firm of his wideouts.
2nd down, Avery on the option. He pitches, and this is going to get about a yard. It went to Esposito, and he gets a yard as he goes out of bounds in front of the RPI bench.
Number 37 for Norwich is Tyler Bates. He's from Marblehead, Mass, junior linebacker. .246 to go in the half.
3rd down and 8 for RPI. And RPI has not faced a lot of 3rd and longs today. Avery out of the shotgun with 4 wideouts. Gets away from pressure. Now he's going to run with the ball. Cross the line of scrimmage. He's got to go, and he's not going to make it to the first down. He stopped at his own 49.
Tackled by 17, Rapido. 4th and 6.
So RPI with a 4th and 6 at their own 49 with 2:15 to go in the first half. They went for it 4th down in their own territory earlier in the game and made it. This time, however, it looks like the punt squad is headed out there.
Well, everybody needs the practice, and if you got this kind of a situation, you don't need. Look at this. Huh.
Cap is coming out in the punter's position, although he's not listed on the 2 deep. Again, we take those with a grain of salt. Cap boots the ball away. Fair catch signaled by Norwich, and it's loose! He kicked the ball as he had trouble seeing it, and who recovered it?
punt is muffed.
And it's RPI's ball at the Norwich 19. Fair catch was signaled by the punt return man for Norwich. That was Caleri. And he was backing up and hit it with his foot. And that made it eligible for RPI to recover, and they recovered at the 19. It is just going all wrong for Norwich.
Oh, it really is. I believe number 44 for RPI, Greenwich, was the guy that ended up with the ball. Well, you're right, Kurt. Nothing is going right for Norwich. But you know what? I really have to believe it's not so much they're playing that badly. RPI's playing well.
Yeah, they are. First down at the Norwich 19 for the Engineers. Pass, end zone, complete touchdown. RPI makes it a 5-score game. Is that Gadar?
Let's take a look. Looking for the number. Gadar.
Gadar on the reception,
Yes,
19 yards. To make it 34-0 RPI. Snap, spot, kick is up and good. Cap makes it 35-0 with a minute and a half to go and change.
Now, coaches got a score of 35-0 right now with a minute and 33 to go in the half. He's using 20-plus guys on each side of the ball. The next group of people are all the new people. You know, all the freshmen. So we'll see what happens in the second half. I don't want to, I'm sorry folks, I don't want to give any impression that I think this game is over. I've seen it too many years where, as Kurt said, teams start one half horrible and they come out and you wonder if it's the same team. But if things continue, I think some of our freshmen who probably didn't expect to see much time today are going to get a chance. Some of them already have. Cap 5 extra points.
He's going to kick the ball away. RPI 35-0. Ball goes into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Now add to that 2 end zone kicks, a 5-yard line, and a 10-yard line. That's 4 of them. I think there was one more, but I don't remember. But the last 2 have been in the end zone.
The table is located at the south end of
If I'm Norwich, I'm going to keep this ball on the ground right now. Try to get into the locker room.
Yeah, talk things over.
Parents, will you pick up your pins at south end of 107 before the end of halftime? Thank you.
First and 10 Norwich at their own 25 after the touchback. Hart out of the shotgun, passing the flat. Flag is also down. Chavez with the reception, forced out near the first down marker. Good work by the guy holding the marker to get out of the way before he got hit.
Yeah.
Nice agility there, but the flag comes out, and that's a procedure call against Norwich, so the play won't count.
Illegal motion signaled against the Cadets.
You know the game's getting out of hand when you're talking about the ability of the guy holding the marker.
No, it's good. Because they went right for the marker.
I know,
and
I'm
I'm
only
thinking,
kidding.
what happened to the guy? And oh, he's standing over there. He got away. I mean, it was good. Sometimes you see them just get bowled over. He did a good job getting out of there.
That's funny.
First and 15.
First and 15 for Norwich, back at their own 20 now. 1:20 to go in the half. Hart under pressure, and he's down at the 14. Is that Pilla? Yeah, Anthony Pilla on the sack.
The captain, tri-captain, Anthony Pilla, number 94.
Loss is back to the 14-yard line. Second down and 21.
Anthony, by the way, is from Tamaka, Pennsylvania. Tamaqua. Temecula?
I think Temecula?
Yeah, Pennsylvania. Went to Marion Catholic High School.
Okay, there's under 40 seconds to go in the half, so if not Hobart, if Norwich just runs a play on the ground, they can... What just happened?
I don't know, but I wish this was Hobart. With that score.
RPI hasn't seen a score like that in their favor against Hobart in a while.
No. Couple years.
RPI is taking a timeout here. Nope, Norwich is taking... I've got Hobart on my brain. Norwich is taking a timeout. Again, this is second down, so if they run a play on the ground, they can let the clock expire and go into the locker room, only down by 35.
I don't think they want to risk any pick-off for another score. Truthfully, I don't guess RPI would really want to score right now. But
I mean, that's why RPI is not going to take any timeouts at this point. I can't imagine them doing that. Hart takes a snap. Chavez with the carry, weaves his way through to the 20, to the 23.
Out across the
There's 20 seconds left.
by 25.
It'll be third down.
Ryan Buss on the tackle.
Third and
Norwich does not have to run another play.
for the Cadets.
With 10 seconds to go in the half, they're not going to. As time will wind down, and it'll be halftime here in Troy. 35-0, RPI leads.
Nice job by the engineers in the first half. We once again want to remind you you're listening to RPI Football on WRPI 91.5 Troy.
So the teams will make it into the locker room. I don't think we have a whole lot to add to this right now. I think the score speaks for itself. But during halftime, Bob sat down with head coach Ralph Isernia yesterday and talked about the upcoming season. So we didn't run it before the game because it's 16 minutes. So we're going to run it during halftime. So that's what we'll have for you to listen to while everybody here in Troy takes a break. Again, the score here after one half of play, it is RPI 35 and Norwich nothing. And you're listening to live coverage of Engineer Football on 91.5 FM, WRPI Troy.
Well, one of our lucky fans will have a chance to win a 2-year lease on the 2016 Honda Pilot LX. With that chance today, please give him a round of applause. Reese Jacobson. Now, all he's got to do is split the uprights from the 35-yard line, and he'll get that 2-year lease on the beautiful Honda Pilot, courtesy of Rensselaer Honda, 770 Hoosick Road. That's a good effort, Reese. Let's give him a round of applause. And if you'd like to get a look at that 2016 Honda Pilot LX, drive up to 770 Hoosick Road to Rensselaer Honda. Drive one away today or come see any of Honda's amazing automobiles just a mile east of Cavs Stadium at Rensselaer Honda. Visit us online at getahonda.net. Come experience why Rensselaer Honda is simply better. Ryan's Wink, proud to support RPI Athletics. Head downtown after the game. Check out the pub kitchen at Ryan's Wink.
Why, is there a tax? No, there's only 3. Oh, 8? You said there was 4 pieces. Yeah, 4 pieces. Yeah. Okay, good.
Hi, I'm Mary. My favorite ice cream, hands down, is from Norwich. They're experts at making ice cream. It's where all this began. And now they're making delicious, award-winning gelato too. Milk chocolate, blackberry, and the salty caramel, which won first place at the World Dairy Expo. But they're all delicioso. Ciao. Can't wait.
I need some water or something like that. Then I go back there.
Hi, I'm Mary.
Enjoy. And it was very nice meeting you. I'm sorry I didn't say hello during the camp. You were serving and stuff like that. I never got a chance to say hello because I was always moving, so I apologize. I'm really sorry. All right, guys.
Yeah, oh, I'm already heartbroken.
Through the back.
zone, so that was quite nice to see, and he's got the leg to do that. But the other thing that we wanted to do on special teams this year is we wanted to attack more. We wanted to give different looks. We wanted to mix things up and not stay the same and be vanilla. So you'll see us in a bunch of different punt formations and kickoff formations and change things up with our looks and not always stay the same. So we look at our special teams as being an offensive weapon for us, changing field position, attacking, setting up for the offense, either scoring or setting up a score. So those are some huge things, some huge goals that we have for our special teams.
Our new athletic director, Lee McElroy, gave a nice talk at the ice cream social the other night, pushing every team to be out there backing you.
That's right, and the thing is here, one of the things that Coach McElroy has been doing is this is family and preaching family, and we need to get out to every sporting event. So if a kid doesn't have class and he's not in a study hall or something like that, he needs to get out to the soccer game and the field hockey and to all the sports that are playing at that time. So it's a great family, it's a great support system that they have here.
Well, thank you, Coach. Good luck tomorrow.
All right, thanks, I appreciate it.
This is RPI Football on WRPI Troy, 91.5 on your FM dial and on the internet at WRPI.org.
Where the game plays, I'm Clark Westfield. I'm Bobby Mills, and you're listening to WRPI Troy. The Upstate Underground. 91.5 FM. Woo! Sweet.
We are live with you once more here from the East Campus Stadium on the campus of Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute in Troy, New York, as the engineers are making their way back out from the locker room, and we're about ready to start the second half of play between RPI and Norwich, the opening weekend of RPI and Norwich football for the 2015 season. Kurt Stutt here with Bob Conroy, bringing you all the action live on 91.5 FM WRPI Troy. Before we get to the second half, we would like to thank the Rensselaer Union. They provide the funding for WRPI and all the club-related activity of the Institute, and that includes WRPI's coverage of engineer football, hockey, and baseball. Also, WRPI is on the World Wide Web. Point your browser to WRPI.org, and you can pick up our broadcast 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. As long as we're sending something out over the ether of the air, we'll provide it for you on that feed. Once again, that is WRPI.org. Norwich won the toss to start out today's game, so they deferred their selection. They will get the ball to start out the second half, and they are trailing 35-0, so they need to do something with the ball in the second half.
Well, let me give you a couple of stats before we get going here. First downs, RPI 15, Norwich 1. Rushing yardage, RPI 29 carries for 134, Norwich 14 for 13. Passing yards, Norwich 1, RPI 186. Pass completions attempted, 2 for 5 and 12 for 17 for RPI. Total offense plays, 46 for RPI, 19 for Norwich. I guess we're ready to go here. I'll come back.
Cap getting ready to kick off. It'll be RPI right to left, Norwich left to right across your radio dial in quarter number 3 in Troy. Still sunny, still in the 80s here in the Collar City. Taking it to 5, 15, and 20. That's all. Just made it out to the 20-yard line on the return. And who was on the return there? That was Cirillo. And his Hart coming out at QB. Looks like it. Norwich, 1st and 10 at their own 20. Hart hands off on 1st down, and things are not going much better for Norwich because they're taking a loss on that play, a loss of about 1. Chavez on the carry.
Yeah, hit by about 3 or 4 RPI defenders. The up front, Malik Joseph.
Second down, officially 10. They did lose a little bit of yardage there. And Hart is sacked back at the 14 violently.
That ball was loose, too.
No, he had it. It was still in his hand.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. I thought, you know what? I thought so, too, that the ball had to have come loose, but Hart had it in his right hand. It was a pretty hard hit, but he had it all the way.
Boy, oh boy, defense is fired up.
3rd and 16 for Norwich as they're back at their own 14-yard line. Hart out of the shotgun, looking downfield. He's got to start running with the ball. He's to the 15, Hart to the 20, turns upfield and caught from behind by Grimes, and he stopped at the 24, and that's not enough for a 1st down.
Engineers just as effective as they have been on the first series of the second half. Gadar back for the punt to return the punt.
Opelt getting ready to punt. He's standing at his own 10. Clean snap. Ball's away. Spiral. Gadar signal for a fair catch and grabs it at the RPI 42. Engineers will start out there for their first possession of this second half.
You're listening to Rensselaer Football on WRPI 91.5. Troy just into the second half. RPI leads it 35-0. The rushing for the Engineers the first half. Schlaps average. Well, there's going to be a play right now, so I'll hold this until after the play.
Engineers 1st and 10 at their own 42, up 35-0. Looks like Schlatt's in the backfield. He's going to take the carry. He gets hit almost immediately and is stopped. That was Soluk on the tackle for Norwich. We got a clarification on that pronunciation. Soluk on the tackle.
Looking on the play, 2nd down and 10.
So no gain for RPI. I'm thinking a lot of ground game right now. Engineers 2nd and 10. Tight end on the right side, man, a slot over there too. Slots in the backfield, wideouts, 2 of them on the left, and Avery will call for a timeout.
That's strange.
Time for some more stats.
Yes. Okay, Nick Schlatt's, let's see, he averaged 4 yards a carry, a net of 52 yards. He gained 52 on 13 attempts. Divinis had 48, gained on 5 attempts, and 9.6 average. Avery, 27, he gained on 6 attempts, 3.2 average, and John Costello, 8 on 2 attempts, and 4.0 average. Both Schlatt's and Costello had rushing touchdowns. Avery was 12 for 17 for 186 yards and 2 TDs, a long of 39. He was sacked twice. And receiving, oh, go ahead, I'll come back.
2nd down and 10. Play action. Avery, plenty of time, puts the ball upfield. Gadar has it. Gadar finally stopped at the 13. Caught it in stride. Engineers are back in the red zone.
Wow, perfectly thrown ball. Number 29 for Norwich, Donovan Murby, was all over Gadar, but he got it.
Coming back.
It's a holding call.
Holding against RPI, so it's all coming back. It never happened.
Too bad. That was a well-executed play. Anyway, in terms of receiving in the first half, Gadar had 3 catches for 43, along a 19. Giacone had 2 for 50, along a 39. Austin Amory, 2 for 44, along a 32. And Matt Lane, 2 for 17 yards, along a 12. Punting, Christian Kapp had 1 for 40 yards. Gadar had 2 returns for 12 yards. Ramsdell, 1 return for 24 yards.
Holding against RPI, ball goes back to the 32. 2nd down and 20. And Lane on the carry. Now the slot back position brings it up to the 33.
Number 71, Tim Harrington on the stop for Norwich. Tackles in the first half. Brian Hayes, 2 unassisted, 1 assisted. Mark Grimes, 1 unassisted, 2 assisted. Pillow, 1 and 2. Alexander Greenridge, 1 and 1. Sacks, Pillow, 1.5. Green, 0.5.
Third down and 19. Ball to 33 for the Engineers. First possession of the second half, up 35-0. Schlatt takes the handoff, finds a hole up the middle, breaks a couple of tackles, caught from behind, and you know what? Where are they going to put him? They're going to put him at right near the first down marker. He's near the 48-49. The umpire's putting the nose of the ball on the 48.
Soluk finally dragged him. He was hung on to him. He just kept dragging him.
Now they're backing it up a little bit. It's not a first down. It's 4th and inches. Fourth and maybe 8 inches.
Bear, number 34, junior tight end, just came in for RPI.
RPI going for it here on 4th down and inches. And the handoff to Schlatt. Schlatt gets stopped and pushed around, and I think his forward progress gets him a first down. I think he's just inside the 48.
I think so, too.
The head linesman and the line judge are coming in, and that's about where they are. And it is a first down for RPI.
Norwich's coach isn't happy about it.
He is not having a good day, the head coach for Norwich. 10:20 to go here, third quarter, 35-0. RPI leads over Norwich. 1st and 10, Engineers at the Norwich 48. We've got a change in the man in the backfield here for RPI. That is Kelly. Malik Kelly in there for the Engineers. We saw him 8 days ago. It was a Friday night, the previous Friday, not last Friday, not yesterday, the Friday before that, when RPI played Hudson Valley here in a scrimmage, and he got a lot of action.
This is the freshman quarterback, right?
Yes. That is Kelly in there at quarterback right now for RPI.
He's from Staten Island, and he's from Curtis High School.
He ran the ball significantly when he was in there at QB.
He ran the same option in high school as our offense here.
2nd down and 4. Kelly with a gain of 6 on that play. Kelly hands off to Schlatt. Schlatt finds a hole. He's got a first down, and he's to the 33. So RPI keeping it on the ground is moving the ball here in quarter number 3.
Derek Latito on the tackle for Norwich.
Out of town, Hobart leads Dickinson 23-0 at the half. I don't think anybody's surprised by that one.
Sean Feldman's in there as a sophomore offensive lineman. And Ken Berryhill, he's a senior.
35-0, Engineers lead, 9 to go. Kelly takes a snap, gets hit as he tries to move forward, and they'll finally blow this one dead as Rocio caught him at the line of scrimmage and pushed him back. Rocio.
Lazar Rocio.
Call it no gain on that play. 2nd down and 10 for RPI.
I'd like to see how this kid throws, but I don't know if he'll be throwing.
Kelly takes a snap, fakes the handoff to Schlatt, keeps it himself, but he doesn't find any room. Schlatt was blocking for him going right, but there wasn't any room there, so he stopped for no gain. It'll be 3rd and 10 at the 33.
Yeah, number 90. Again, our friend Soluk on the tackle.
3rd and 10.
The second half is flying by.
Well, that's what you get with the ground game. And Lane takes a direct snap, and Kelly's looking at him. Lane goes along the sidelines. He's got a first down. He's pushed out to 15. Kelly's looking at him like that wasn't the play. Wasn't he?
Yeah, he sure was.
We got a flag on the play, so this might be coming back.
Oh.
But it looked to me like Kelly wasn't expecting Lane to come from behind and take that snap. Holding against RPI, so it's all moot.
Yeah, this is what happens when you get a lot of freshmen in at one time. And there are a lot of freshmen and sophomores in there right now, including the freshman quarterback. Nothing against them. He's just a freshman. He's just learning.
3rd and 11 for RPI as the ball's back to the 34. Kelly takes the snap, rolls left, looking to put the ball up in the air. Oh, nope, fumbled the ball, goes out of bounds. So RPI maintains possession at the 38. That's where it went out of bounds. So 4th down for the Engineers.
My guess is that Kelly ran the ball a lot in high school.
Yes. He fumbled it himself. He was holding the ball in his right hand and it hit his leg, and he knocked it out. RPI sends out the punt team.
Now, which punter is it?
Drastic, is it? Yes.
Yes.
Drastic going for the corner, out of bounds. Around the 10. They'll check it out, and it's at the 10-yard line. So Razik puts Norwich deep in their own territory. Exactly 7 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. RPI leads 35-0.
Some stats for Norwich in that first half. They're rushing, they're 4 carriers. Chavez had 6 carries for 25 yards, 4.2. Quincy Williams, 3 for 6 for 2. Then Hart was -2. And the team as a whole was a -10. And passing 2 for 5. 1 yard passing.
First down for Norwich. Isn't going to see a whole lot of yards. As maybe out to the 11-yard line on the rush. Got a new back in there. That is Benoit. I believe 19 Benoit on the carry, right?
Yep. Ryan Buss, one of the guys on the tackle.
So pickup of 1 there. 2nd down and 9. Hart gets hit by his own guy in the backfield. He's going to run with the ball, and he makes it out to the 16. His running back hit him as he was trying to break free.
Diego Catino on the tackle. Diego's sophomore D lineman, 5'11", 285 from Plainsboro, New Jersey. Big boy.
Ithaca has a 7-0 lead on Union early in that game. Actually, I think it's the 2nd quarter now. Well, not so early. 3rd down and 3, and Norwich is going to get a first down out to the 21-yard line.
It's been a while since they got a first down.
It's been a long day for Norwich on both sides of the ball. Benoit on the carry for the Cadets. He makes it out to the 22. 35-0 RPI leads. 5:45 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Norwich 1st and 10 at their own 21.
You mentioned Union. I have to say one thing. Nobody ever can accuse them of having a cream puff schedule.
No. They're starting out with an almost always tough Ithaca squad. Yep. 1st and 10 for Norwich. 4 wide out formation off the intended receiver, and that's incomplete.
Almost intercepted, but he didn't hold on to it.
It was intended for Williams, who didn't know the ball was coming.
Right.
And it hit off him, and it goes incomplete. The question then became, is it a lateral, which it wasn't. It was a forward pass.
Joe Gotti almost got it, but just didn't hang on to it. He was on the ground. And Gotti is a junior linebacker from Valley Stream, New York. 5'8", 265.
2nd and 10, Norwich. From the 21, Hart keeps it himself and finds a rude awakening from Dorsey.
Wow. Dorsey is the freshman that the coach in the interview talked about. Said to keep an eye on him. He's one freshman that'll see a lot of action today. And he is a big boy.
3rd down and 10 for Norwich at the 22. Three wideouts for the Cadets. Got a tight end on the right and a man in the backfield. Hart looking to throw under amazing amount of pressure. Gets it off to the 25 to the 30, and that's about it. He managed to dish the ball off to Benoit as he had 3 guys right in front of him, but not enough for Norwich to get a 1st down. They're still about 3 yards shy as they're just beyond the 29-yard line. As a result, the punt team comes out for Norwich.
Dorsey's 5'11", 175 pounds.
Dario out to punt. Switching up some personnel there. Gadar gets the ball at his own 33 to the 35. Straight ahead, breaks a couple of tackles. He's across the 50. Gadar to the 45, cuts to the outside. Flag is down around the 50-yard line. Another flag is down. Gadar goes into the end zone, but I cannot imagine this is going to hold. There was already a flag around the 50 when Gadar made it to the 40, and then as he got to the 20, another flag came out. So even though he made the end zone, I think this is all coming back. Yeah, you can see there was a block from behind right there.
Yep.
Right at the 20-yard line. It was easy to tell in the replay there was a block from behind against RPI. So there's no touchdown here for Gadar.
Yeah, Jair Dorsey is a 5'11", 175-pound freshman from Laurel, Maryland, Calvert Hall High School. And they're very high on him.
Officials are talking this one over. Okay, so the holding penalty came first around the 50, so it's from wherever that was back. That's better than the block from behind, which is around the 20. So the block from behind gets refused. They'll take the holding call. Oh, that was pre-possession.
I don't understand what's happening right now.
Okay, it was the holding call is pre-possession.
Oh.
It was before the change of possession. So Norwich keeps the ball. You take that call because that invalidates everything that came after that. So Norwich maintains possession, and they'll have it 1st and 10 at the 41. Okay, so the holding call was before the change of possession, block in the back after change of possession. Norwich maintains possession of the ball. 3:42 to go here in the 3rd quarter. 35-0, RPI leads. Hart throws the ball, and that goes off the hands of the intended receiver, Noel, and it goes incomplete. Noel's, I mean, he's the receiver you're looking at for Norwich in today's game, and he's been very quiet today.
Well, number 31 for the Engineers is probably the reason why. Phil Lanieri, I was wrong before, he was 2nd in punts in the league. I mean, interceptions last year, returns, but he made all league.
Second down and 10. Hart hands off to Chavez, and he's tackled behind the line of scrimmage at the 39. So that's a loss of about 2 for Norwich. It'll be 3rd and 12. I mean, Noel had 2 receptions in the first half for 1 yard.
Brad Gahagan on the tackle. He is something. Brad is 5'7", 175, and he's as tough as they come. He's not a big guy at all, but boy, he is tough.
3rd down, and Hart runs it himself and gets back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it.
Joe Gotti, once again, the junior linebacker from Valley Stream, Holy Trinity High School. His 2nd tackle in this series. Number 8 is down for Norwich.
That is Hart, their quarterback.
That's their quarterback. That's the last thing they need. Yeah, it's a leg injury, and he's in a lot of pain, it looks like.
Play is stopped with 2:52 to go here in the 3rd quarter. RPI leading Norwich 35-0.
Let me finish those stats from Norwich. There's not many, but the receiving, they had 2 catches for Noel for 1 yard. Punting 4 punts for 140 yards, average 35, a long of 46. Punt returns 1 for 8 yards. Kick returns 2 for 45 for Chavez, and 1 for 8 for Collier. Tackles, let's see, Ether, 3 unassisted and 6 assisted. He had 9 tackles. Finney 6, Hume 4, Appelt 4. Not a big stat first half for Norwich.
4th down, Hart was coming off the field anyway as the punt team was coming out. Appelt boots the ball away. Godard takes it at the 20, 25, 30. He gets hit, flag comes out. Getting a little sloppy out there, a little pushing afterwards. We'll have to sort this one out as RPI will take over with 2:25 to go in the 3rd quarter and up 35-0.
Yeah, with all the young, very young people in the game right now, RPI's had penalty after penalty after penalty. They had 3 penalties, I believe, in the 1st quarter with the starters in there. Oh, I say the starters. Some of the 20 mix of people that on both sides of the ball that played most of the first half.
So it's been a quiet second half. Things have been moving because the ball's been staying on the ground a lot, but it's been kind of quiet, no scoring. Still 35-0 RPI. 2:25 to go in the half.
It was moving pretty good until
a couple of minutes ago.
Yeah.
3rd quarter, pardon me. 2:25 to go 3rd quarter. Avery, low snap and covers the ball, and that's it. Play's over. He's back at the 12. Loss of 5 for RPI. I think I said this started as a 12. It actually was a 17. My bad.
Has the center position changed? Take a look at that.
I think that's still Mills out there.
Yeah, Mills has been there forever. Number 53 is Mills.
3 wide out formation for the Engineers. 2nd down. This is a rush, more or less up the middle. That's Tavinis with the ball. He gets to the 15, just short of the 15, actually. It'll be 3rd and 12 for the Engineers.
Number 72, Ken Berryhill. Had a nice pancake on a guy on that play.
No wind to speak of, no clouds in the sky. In the 80s here in Troy, sunny. Third down and 12 RPI. 3 wide outs to Avery's right. Tight end on the left. Avery stands back, throws. That's complete. 20, 25, 27. Godard makes it across the 30 to about the 31.
He's brought down by number 18 from Norwich, and that is Dallas Landry.
Actually, was that Giaccone?
I think it was. 84.
Yeah. That was Giacconi on the reception for RPI. First and 10, Engineers at their 30. 45 seconds ago, third quarter, 35-0, RPI leads. And we get a whistle, and that's a timeout, I believe, for Norwich. Coach runs out in the field, unhappy with his defense. In the defense of the Norwich defense, they've been out there a long time.
Oh, God, yes.
The time of possession at the half was 20-14 for RPI, 9:46 for Norwich.
And like I said, RPI was rotating 20-plus men on both sides of the ball, as Coach told me he would in the, or that was his intention, and he did it in the interview yesterday. That's big for RPI to have that kind of depth and not lose a lot. Or if anything, they gained because the wear down factor is huge.
Out of town, Hobart still leads Dickinson 23-0. Well, that's still at the half, so I haven't got an update on that really. But Union's tied Ithaca 7-7 in the second quarter. Nothing about Springfield and Western New England. And from last night, WPI beat MIT 31-28, and Morrisville defeated St. Lawrence 28-0. That's what's going on around the Liberty League.
That WPI MIT game must have been quite a game. 31-28.
First down, RPI. Plenty of room for Tavinis.
Oh,
he's free on the far side to the 40, to the 30. Can they cut him on the angle? 20, and they'll get him. No, ball goes loose into the end zone, out of the end zone.
What are they going to call this?
Well, he lost it around the 1.
That's what'll spot it then, right? You don't see any flags, do you?
It's a touchback. You see, you lose possession. You fumble it out of the end zone. If you fumbled it, you lost the ball. Norwich's ball at the 20. This is Norwich's ball.
Why is that? If you fumble the ball on the sideline, you don't lose the ball.
No, but you get it where it went out of bounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sent it out. You sent it out into the other guy's end zone. They get the ball.
Oh, I thought on the 1 yard line.
No, it was 1 yard line, and he lost it into and out of the end zone.
Wait.
This is Norwich's ball. You don't see that very often.
Well, if there's one thing today that's good, the mistakes that were made were big ones in terms of costing RPI scores.
New quarterback in there for Norwich. Flag on the play. 2 flags, I think, on the play at this point. The rush was by Wood. He goes out of bounds right around the 20. Was there a second flag on the other side? Maybe not. Maybe there's only one. And Bazinet, we're going to go with the pronunciation here, is now the quarterback for Norwich.
Tell me again the rationale for where they spotted that ball after that.
Because if you lose it in the field of play, you can recover. If you lose it into the end zone, you can recover. But it went out of the end zone, out of play.
I understand that
Okay,
part.
that's fine.
But they brought it to the 10?
No, they brought it to the 20.
Oh, I didn't think they did.
No, they brought it to the 20, and they backed up to the 10 on the penalty just now. Okay, so we're back to first down, and that's an incomplete pass by Norwich.
We're having so many penalties now and flags that it's difficult to keep up with what's happening.
Chavez was the intended receiver from Bazinet, pardon me. So that's incomplete on 1st and 20. It'll be 2nd and 20. Just a reminder, this is WRPI Troy with Engineer Football from 86 Field. This is ECAV Stadium, and I'm jumping back 10 years at this point.
Jumping back 10 years, he also wants to go to Hobart.
It's been a rough day. 35-0 RPI leads as that ends the third quarter.
That's it. In your heart of hearts, you wanted to be a quarterback at Hobart.
No. I was never going to be a quarterback. If I played football, I was going to be punter. That was the best I was ever going to be, and I wasn't going to be that either.
Yeah, but you're the best play-by-play guy in the Capital District. How's that?
I didn't say that.
I did.
Teams will switch sides as what we expect to be the final quarter of play will be happening very shortly. 35-0, RPI leads Norwich. And the second half, it's just been weird, kind of.
It is very weird.
It's been a weird second half. No scoring, a couple of odd plays here and there.
I don't mean this in any negative way, but it's so apparent that RPI is not trying to run things up. And in doing so, we've made a lot of mistakes.
Well, there's been a lot of replacements out there for RPI.
Yeah, exactly. But they're at least getting game experience. So that's a good thing for freshmen. We once again remind you that you are listening to Rensselaer Football on WRPI 91.5 Troy.
Ball's back at the 2. Now, you know what? Maybe that wasn't an incomplete pass. They might have been a lateral, and we got a safety.
Let's see who got him there. He's coming over here first.
Chavez had the ball, couldn't make his way out of the end zone on that carry, and that's a safety, and RPI leads 37-0.
33 or 35. 33, I believe. And that is P.J. Pisano, a junior linebacker from Hamilton, Massachusetts, St. John's Prep. He's the one that sacked him in the end zone.
Well, that was Chavez who had the carry.
Yes. I'm talking about who tackled him.
Yes. So 37-0 RPI leads, and Norwich gets the unwanted free kick.
You know, you're absolutely right about not being able to see the numbers that well on the helmets, or hardly at all. But they do look good. The black helmets look good with the uniform.
No, actually, they say RPI. Now, some of them might say RPI, and some may have the number. Yeah.
I thought, I could be wrong about this. But
some people have numbers and some people have RPI.
Huh.
They're close enough to us at certain points that we can see.
Yes.
Okay, they're going to kick this one from a tee. Norwich boots the ball away. RPI gets it at the 22, to the 30, 35, to the 39. Flag comes out.
Josh Meeks, a freshman, was it 46?
I'm missing the days of grass when you could tell who's new and who's not.
I know. That's right.
Block in the back against RPI, so this will not be at the 44 where RPI starts out this drive.
These penalties are really slowing the game down. 14:50 to go in the ball game. RPI leads at 37-0. They led 35-0 at halftime, and even though they played a lot of people in the first half on both sides of the ball, over 20 on each side, the second half they are really using the very, very young players with a scattered upperclassmen in there.
First down, RPI. Looks like Avery is in at quarterback once again. This will be a rush straight ahead to the 32.
Well, they gave Kelly 2 series or 1?
I'll be honest, kind of lost track. Is that Ethan Wells at the running back position now?
We can't get a look at the number.
The RPI doesn't have TV numbers either on the shoulders. Avery on second down, pass, that's complete. 35, a little bit more than that to the 38. That is Calabro.
Calabro's a freshman wideout.
Yeah. Calabro on the catch there. So he's making it to the 38, and it'll be 3rd and 2 for RPI.
Calabro's from Farmingdale, New Jersey. You know where that is? New Jersey boy?
No, I don't know where New Farmingdale is. I know Farmingdale, New York.
No, this is Jersey, St. John's Vianney Catholic High School. And he is supposed to be a pretty good wideout.
3rd and 2 for the Engineers. Wells on the handoff, and he's close to a first down, but he's not going to have it. He got a little bit beyond the 39, but he needed to make it to the 40. Clock does continue to run, though, and that's good.
Yes, it is.
Stopped after game 2, 4th and 1 for the Engineers.
37-0, RPI leads.
Cap out to punt. Now this formation for punting, this is just a breakout thing here, but even after it, they've been putting 3 guys. They didn't do that last year. Remember that side thing that Cap
Whoa! The snap was fumbled. Cap gets it away, though, picks it up. Bounce goes in Norwich's favor. RPI downs it at the 37. 12:43 to go here in the game. 37-0, RPI leads.
Found by the Engineers at the 37-yard line of Norwich. 1st and 10 for the Cats.
Yeah, a lot of the RPI teams started this week. I don't have things to memory right now, but I know the men's soccer team is 2-0 right now. At least they were as of yesterday.
Bazinet stays in there at quarterback. Fakes the handoff, starts running with it, throws, knocked, it goes incomplete. His throw hit a defender, popped up into the middle of the field, and then hits the turf. And that's an incomplete pass on 1st down.
Oliver Caja popped it up in the air. He blocked, hit the ball. Southport linebacker from Reading, Vermont. Like I say, a lot of new faces out there.
Three wideouts on the right, one on the left. 2nd down. That's caught over the middle, complete. This will be a 1st down for Norwich. And it doesn't take long for the RPI defense to get to Caleri.
All at once.
Yeah, there's about 8 guys that showed up around the same time. But he does get across the 50-yard line, and Norwich is going to find itself on the other side of the field. And that has not happened a lot today.
Well, they're playing against, basically right now, freshmen and sophomores.
1st and 10, Norwich. Just on the RPI side of the 50. Chavez takes the carry on 1st down. He doesn't get much.
Let's see who got that first stop, because he's not easy to bring down. What's that number? 55. Okay. Yeah, it's Oliver Caja again, sophomore linebacker. It's a nice stop, stopping Chavez.
We're well off the 2 deep at this point.
Yes. I'm on my roster.
Yeah, you need to go to. Everybody needs to go to a roster to figure out who's on the field for RPI. 4 wideout formation for Norwich on 2nd and 10. Bazinet rolls to his left, throws incomplete. He was looking for Wood around the 40, and I'm not sure if Wood had trouble or if the throw was bad. It was all not right there.
Good pressure by Joe Gotti. That's about 3 plays so far. Gotti has made a difference.
Third down and 10. Bazinet throws this one away, essentially.
He had to, because he was rushed. I believe, once again, is that him? Let's see. No, this time it's P.J. Pisano. He's a junior linebacker.
This game was closer. You might have looked at an intentional grounding there.
Yeah. Yeah, they weren't going to call that.
If it was closer.
Oh, yeah, they would have called it for sure.
That was a questionable one, but nobody was going to argue it at this point. 4th down, Norwich out to punt again. Opet gets it away, RPI. Around the 15. Actually, that's pretty good punt coverage by Norwich.
37-yard punt.
Who was back for that? What's the number on there? Keep turning away from us.
Is that Ramsdale? No.
I think it's a roster job.
Is that Bus? Looked like a 5 at the end.
Yeah, he got mixed in now. It's hard to tell.
11:26 to go here in the fourth quarter. 37-0. RPI leads. They've got a 1st and 10 at their own 13. Avery hands the ball off. Flag comes out on the play.
Surprise.
Adley, and another flag comes out. Looks like there was some pushing and shoving afterwards. Adley on the run for RPI. Holding against RPI. Personal foul against both teams.
$11:20 to go in the game. Let's not get chippy now, folks. No need for that.
Officials are still talking this one over because one was on the play, that's the holding, but the other one was after the action.
Right. I think it was a shoving match, actually. Yeah, number 18 on the defense.
Okay, so unsportsmanlike against the defense, so they're going to have to take the holding call, do half the distance, and then mark off 15, and it's a first down for RPI.
What a great name he has. Dallas Landry.
Parents have a sense of humor.
The old Tom Landry, former coach of the Dallas Cowboys.
So the ball's at the 13. It should go to the 6.5, and it should come out to the 21.5.
See, Norwich still has their upperclassmen in there. They must be very frustrated at this point. And not that you want to see it, but I can see where it happens at this stage of the game.
Okay, I don't think the 18 is where this ball's supposed to be, but we're going to go with it. First down for RPI, and almost breaking it through on the carry is a new running back for RPI. That is Cella?
It's Cella.
Cella.
Nick Cella, freshman running back from Homedale, New Jersey, Red Bank Catholic.
So Cella is in there at running back. He picks up 7 on his first play. Second down and 3 for RPI. I think that's Wells in there now. Nope, that's Cella again. It might have been Cella earlier, actually, when I thought it was Wells. But Cella takes it out to about the 27.
I think all these Jersey football guys want to get here and have their name called by the Jersey announcer.
I'm originally from New York, dude. I had the misfortune of living there for a while.
Which place?
New Jersey. That wasn't my choice.
I like Jersey. I like everywhere.
Okay, 3rd down and 1 for RPI as the ball's on the 27. 10 to go here in the game. 37-0 RPI leads, and Cella doesn't make it to the line to the first down marker. He stopped a yard short, and RPI looking to punt.
Well, this whole thing right now is a matter of game experience for freshmen and sophomores against starters, or close to all starters. And it's okay. It's good to get this kind of game experience.
Yeah, Norwich only has about 45 guys out there. There's a limit to what they can substitute. I mean, there's a limit for everybody.
Exactly.
But RPI's got about 100 or so RPI can do more stuff. This is not such a good punt from RPI, and yeah, it's actually going to look a lot better on the stat sheet as RPI gets Norwich at the 35, and hey, we got some more roughhousing at midfield. So
I told you,
that was Razik on the punt for RPI. So some more flags. This might go both ways. You know, this fourth quarter, to be honest with you,
Is a waste.
thank you. I was actually looking for what to say, and that was a very good way of putting it. This is not really an interesting fourth quarter.
Well, for a couple of reasons. One, people could get hurt very easily with all the chippy stuff going on. And number two, the number of penalties, you just don't want to, well, let's put it this way. Teams pay for penalties, practice the next week.
Hey, somebody just got kicked out.
See what I mean? How does that, I know how it works in hockey. Is there anything like that in football? I never even thought about that. All the years I've been doing.
I don't remember.
Whether you can play the next game?
But I think somebody got ejected.
It's probably just for the one game.
Okay, so it comes to the penalty was against RPI. A personal foul gave them 15 yards to Norwich. And on first down at the 50-yard line, Norwich went from the 35 to the 50. On first down, Chavez is stopped at just about the RPI 49. It'll be second down and 9. So there's 8:59 to go here in the fourth quarter. 37-0 RPI leads. And who's 64 for RPI?
64 is Seth Stabile. He's a starter.
Yeah, I thought he said 64 ejected. Pass incomplete. I thought that bounced. Yep, that bounced.
I hope that's not the next game because Stabile's a starter and a good one.
Bazinet bounced the pass to his receiver around the 45-yard line, so it's incomplete on second down. It'll go to 3rd and 9.
Stabile's a senior from Kingston, New York, and he's a very good offensive lineman. 6 foot, 270 pounds. Former high school wrestler.
Third down and 9, ball to 49. Bazinet throws, and that's complete, and finally Noel is going to get something, and he's caught from behind at the 13-yard line, but easily, I got to say, the best play of the day for Norwich.
It was.
Bazinet gets it to Noel. He makes it to the 13, and Norwich is inside the red zone for the first time today. Eight and a half to go in today's game. RPI 37, Norwich nothing. Chavez takes the handoff, runs out of room, and is dragged out at the 11. Tried to turn the corner, but he didn't have enough real estate. They're going to call him out at the 10.
Malik Joseph on the stop.
Four wide out formation. Bazinet tries to run straight ahead, but he's caught by the legs, and he's taken down at the 10. It'll be 3rd and 8.
Looked like Malik again. Yes, it was. It's either Malik or Hartman.
Third and 8. We're halfway through the fourth quarter. Bazinet throws incomplete along the sidelines at around the 5-yard line, looking for Wood.
Good coverage over there by the engineers.
Fourth and 8, Norwich, nothing to lose. They're going for it. Ball's at the 10, so if they can get within the 2 or closer, they can get a new series of downs. Otherwise, they need a touchdown. Looking to throw. Bazinet, end zone, knocked away.
Nice job by the engineers.
Is that Watanabe?
I believe so, yes. This is what I believe on this. I think RPI was not interested in putting more points on the board in the second half. But I don't think they wanted to give up a touchdown.
No.
And so a lot of the starters were in on that series.
So
just that last series, that
Right, just the last couple of plays.
Right.
Norwich turns it over on downs. 7:28 to go in the game. 37-0. RPI leads. They have it at their own 10. First and 10. Rush on first down, stopped at the 9. And who do we have in this quarterback now for RPI? That is Lowe, Jake Lowe.
He's the returning backup quarterback. The Kelly was a freshman.
Was Caslow on the carry.
And Lowe is a junior, 6'4", 205 from Westbury, New York, Clark High School. I believe we have 5 quarterbacks on the team.
I have 5 on my cheat. I have 6 on my cheat sheet, actually.
Well, you could be right.
Straight up the middle on second down and 11. And Coslow gets to the 11-yard line. It'll be third down and about 9.
I knew they had 2 returning quarterbacks, and I knew they had 2 recruited quarterbacks who both came from a system similar to RPI's offense. But I didn't know after that exactly who was who. But we'll learn.
Well, I have Trimpert, Kelly, Shearer, Avery, Moran, and Lowe.
Moran's a returnee, too.
6 to go here in quarter number 4. You know, if they don't stop it anymore, this can be done by 2:30. Well, you know what?
Oh, stop it. You opened your... You shouldn't have said that, Kurt. You know that every time.
So who called the timeout?
Well, we are due to let the people know that we are listening to Rensselaer Football on WRPI 91.5 Troy. And if you're just tuning in, we have 5 minutes and 59 seconds to go in the game. RPI leads it 37-0 after a 35-0 halftime lead and a second half of basically running the ball with many freshmen and sophomores, and on defense still freshmen and sophomores, but they didn't give up a score. And when the other team Norwich got close to score, this upperclassman went back in and stopped that drive, and they got no points on that. So RPI has the ball now on the, where are we now? But the 15? Not even 10.
Pass along the sidelines. That's incomplete. I forgot who was. It's Jake Lowe again in as quarterback.
And we're throwing to Danny Calabro. Another Jersey whiteout freshman. And it won't be long, fans, before WRPI will be carrying RPI men's and women's hockey. Division 1. RPI's only Division 1 sport.
4th and 11. RPI's punting the ball. Razik boots it away. It bounces at the 45.
That's a good punt.
Good punt. Goes to the 50. Goes to the Norwich 47.
Nice punt.
And that's where the Cadets will take over. 5:41 left to go here in the fourth quarter. RPI 37, Norwich nothing.
We also, once again, want to remind you, next week, RPI travels to Alfred for a non-league battle with an always good team. I'm sure they'll be very good again, as usual. So RPI will be on the air. What's the time in that one?
1 o'clock. It's 12:50 airtime, 1 o'clock kickoff. First down, Williams takes the carry for Norwich, and he gets to the RPI 49-yard line. Ground game, everybody, ground game.
I mentioned earlier some of the other teams at Rensselaer. There's some very good quality teams, and 21 different sports here at RPI.
Williams on second down finds some room. He'll get a first down for the Cadets, make it out to the 41 of RPI. So Norwich looking to break the shutout right now.
He was tackled by Sam Barrett, a sophomore D-back from East Andover, New Hampshire.
Ithaca leads Union 14-7 in that contest, non-league contest. Williams barrels ahead, gets to the 37.
How far are they into that game, does it say?
Flag on the play. Can't go long without that. Looks like it's halftime over in Schenectady.
Good game.
See if we've got anything newer from the Hobart game. Thanks to a penalty, Norwich is now in that rare 1st and 5 situation. This is going to be a run by the quarterback. Bazinet gets to the 25, and that's another Norwich first down.
He didn't run that much today.
First and 10 Norwich at the RPI 25, 4:40 to go. Cadets trail 37-0 to the Engineers today. Snap. Chavez takes it, and he is stopped at the 21. So we got this ground game going.
Yeah, they got the underclassmen back in there now, for the most part.
Snap. Chavez takes the carry once more, and he'll get close to a first down. Not quite there. He needs to get back to the 15, and he's still at the 16, as we're under 4 minutes to go in today's game.
Chavez is going to be one sore young man tomorrow. That kid's been carrying the ball on almost every other, probably better than every other carry.
3rd down and 1. As Chavez will get a first down. This is a straight up the middle. Gets a couple of bonus yards after that. Clock will stop at 3:33 to go here, 4th quarter. They'll move the chains. Norwich trying to break the tie. RPI moving some players in.
The one they brought in was a freshman.
Yeah, I just looked down. He wasn't on the 2 deep. Ball is lost. The Norwich quarterback looks like he went to make a handoff. The ball got lost. It's around the 8-yard line in a pile. And, oh, there's a flag.
Yep. Must be fighting for the ball underneath the pile.
Norwich came out with the ball. They're not signaling a change of possession, so it looks like the Cadets maintain possession. But we do have a flag on the play. This is just a very sloppy second half.
Oh. And it's a forever second
Nope,
half.
they're going to wave that one off. Okay, so Norwich maintains possession. And they get some yards on that play. It's 2nd down and 7 at around the 8, and it's going to be a lot longer now. It's going to be back to the 15. Chavez got the handoff and was immediately met by
Pisano.
Yeah, Pisano.
That's his 3rd tackle. He's a junior. He's finally got a chance to play, and he's making the most of it. R.J. Pisano, 5'10", 215 pounds, South Hamilton, Mass.
Under 3 to go, 3rd and 13. Ball back at the 14 for Norwich. Looking to get some points on the board today. Bazinet looks to throw. End zone knocked away by the defense. Intended for Caleri. And the defender got his hand around in front and knocked it away from him in the end zone.
I think it was Teague Florio. Nice job defending back there.
It was 24.
That's
yep,
him.
Florio. Fourth down, 13 to go. Ball's on the 14-yard line for Norwich. 2:44 to go in the game. Pass, looking end zone, knocked away, it's incomplete, and Norwich turns the ball over on downs again. RPI will get it at the RPI 14-yard line with 2:40 to go in today's game. Couple of first downs, and it's all over.
Well, you always want your team to win, but I got to feel a little bad for Norwich. You know, when you practice that hard to get ready for your first game, and it's not been a good day for the club. But I hate his gloating when you're way ahead. RPI has not done that.
First and 10 for the Engineers at their own 14. Up by 37. As I said before, a couple of first downs, and it's all over. Handoff on first down. Fighting for the sidelines, pushed out of bounds. That was Esposito taking the ball for RPI.
Number 44, Benjamin Hummer on the force out.
Clock starts up again, 2.5 to go in the game.
Well, I was saying about those 21 sports.
QB right now, and flag comes out as he stopped around the 6.
It's a good opportunity for the local folks to come over and take a look at some good intercollegiate athletics. RPI's facilities and their teams are very competitive.
They'll wave off that flag. So no penalty. 3rd down and 18 with the ball on the 6. Right now Norwich is looking at, hey, we can get this ball back and maybe score.
Yeah, I don't blame them thinking that. This is a tough spot for the freshman.
Pitches to his running back, escapes one man. Yeah, he'll get out to the 10, 11-yard line, and that's it. For RPI, that was Fleming on the carry.
Yep, Khalil Fleming. He's a sophomore running back. Granger, Indiana. Engineers need a good punt here to keep it a scoreless game for Norwich. Boy, the life of a long snapper's got to be a...
Razik boots the ball, hits an Engineer, and RPI is going to wisely cover that at the 40. Once it hit RPI, Norwich could do anything they wanted with it, so RPI grabs it and downs it at the 40-yard line. 1:09 to go in today's game, 37-0. RPI leads Norwich with their last chance to break the shutout.
Norwich the offense comes on the field. We're glad to have been able to broadcast this game to you folks, and hope you'll tune in next week for Alfred Rensselaer. At Alfred.
At Alfred. First down, throw. Noel gets it. Ooh, he got spun around. His helmet hit the leg of one of the RPI defenders when he came around. I mean, not intentional. Ball's at 36. It's pick up a 5 for Norwich. They'll hurry up and get back into formation. Well, everybody except for the running back and quarterback hurried up and got back into formation. 2nd down and 5. Bazinet gets hit, makes it close to a first down. Norwich still has 2 timeouts left, 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll stop the clock as the chains have to move. That is a first down. So Norwich is racing to get back into position so they can snap the ball as quickly as possible. Clock is running. Pass in the flat. Chavez gets it. Gets away from one man, tripped up and stopped at the 25. It's not a first down, so the clock will continue to run. 23 seconds left in the game. Norwich getting back to the line, still with 2 timeouts left if they want to use them. 4 wide out formation. Bazinet puts the ball up in the air, looking end zone, and it's incomplete. Looking into the corner, 6 seconds to go. Pass was intended for Mulcahy. It'll be a third down with 6 seconds to go and the ball at the 26-yard line. Clock stopped on the incomplete pass. Norwich is back. 4 wideouts. Last chance for the end zone, maybe. Throw over the middle. It's caught, and that's it. Caught around the 3-yard line, but that's it. Time expires, and it's the final here in Troy. RPI 37 and Norwich nothing.
Good performance by the Engineers, especially in the first half, but the young men, freshman and sophomore status, did a pretty good job in the second half as well, especially on defense. But there was really no effort to run up a score by the Engineers at all. I think overall coach would have to be happy with his first, well, his very in-depth both sides of the ball in the first half did very well. In the second half, they held their own, even with the younger classmen. If there was anything to make, you can always improve, but too many penalties today, especially as we got younger. But we had 3 penalties in the first quarter as well. So it is the first game, and you know, we at RPI had a very good first game, and it's got to be encouraging for the team, coaches, and the fans. So I'll have my stars whenever Kurt finishes his wrap.
Well, let's give you the scoring in today's game. Most of it was in the first half. 11:27 left to go in the first quarter. Slats with a 1-yard run. Caps kick made it 7-0 RPI. That'd be all they needed. 35 seconds left in the first quarter. Costello with a 5-yard run. Caps kick made it 14-0. That was the score after 1 quarter. Second quarter, Ramsdale with a 6-yard pass from Avery. Caps kick made it 21-0. That was 9:19 to go. 4:39 to go in the second quarter. Amory with a 5-yard run. Cap with the kick made it 28-0. And there was 1:33 to go in the first half. Godard got a 19-yard pass from Jeff Avery. Caps kick made it 35-0. That was the score at halftime. No scoring in the third quarter. 5 seconds into the fourth quarter, RPI tackled Chavez in the end zone for a safety, which made it 37-0, and that would be the final score in today's game. RPI 37 and Norwich nothing. RPI first game of the season, they go to 1-0, and Norwich also their first game of the season, they go to 0-1. Norwich follows this up. They're going to be, I believe, heading home. Let's take a look at that. Yep. 1 o'clock tomorrow, they will be playing, or not tomorrow, next Saturday, they will be playing at home against St. Lawrence. RPI goes on the road next week at 1 o'clock. They will be at Alfred, and that'll be our next sports broadcast and the next football broadcast. So, Bob, offensive and defensive engineers.